Ridiculously excited, to be honest.
The thrill of a first-time buy wore off pretty quickly for Claire Scott and her family. When she showed me her home in Bolton, she explained how things turned sour. They bought this house leasehold, meaning they owned the house, but the developer owned the land. The contract was then sold to a third party. Under the original terms, the annual charge they'd have to pay would double every 10 years, according to the small print.
When you look back at the paperwork, it does state that the lease doubles, but it's not highlighted in big red flashing letters. At no point did people say, you do realise this could cause you an issue to sell it on in the future. You do realise this is particularly onerous, there's not many like these out there. And neither did they say, and do you realise by 2060 that means you're going to be paying £10,000 a year?
More than 4 million people live in leasehold properties in England. 1.2 million of these are leasehold houses. That's 30% of the leasehold market. Leaseholds have often been used in the past for blocks of flats and apartments, where developers retain responsibility for the grounds and communal areas. But increasingly they've been used to make money from homeowners long after the sale's gone through. The law could be changed to ban leasehold under the sale of new builds.
Where markets are not working fairly for people, where people are being I think this is a form of financial abuse. Where this is happening, it must be put to an end. It's the job of government to do that, and that's why we'll be taking this action.
Potential home buyers are being advised to check the small print before committing to buy.
I would describe anything in which you are paying good money for nothing as a scam. That's something. If you absolutely understand and are willing to pay good money for nothing, because you get nothing out of your ground rent, if you're happy with that, well, so be it. But if you didn't understand that, then someone has taken you for a ride, and I think the time has come to end these practices.
When we asked Claire's developer Taylor Wimpey for an interview, we were told no one was available. In a statement, they told us they'd set aside £130 million to move customers from the 10-year doubling lease onto another kind, which they said would make homes easier to sell. Some have described leasehold homes as a scandal on par with PPI mis-selling. The problem with the government's proposal, it prevents leasehold sales going through in the future, but does little to help those already stuck with them. Nick Martin, Sky News, Bolton.